One in OSINT certification training, which instructional strategy best aligns with adult learning principles. A memorization of intelligence terminology. B scenario-based analysis using real-world open-source data. C reading definitions from slides. D testing before instruction begins. 2. A certified OSINT trainer designs a curriculum for investigators. What is the most critical first step? A. Identify measurable learning outcomes tied to OSINT competencies. B. Select open source tools before defining objectives. C. Focus on theoretical intelligence models only. D. Schedule assessments first. 3. When teaching OSINT ethics and compliance, what approach best reinforces professional accountability? A. Discussing real-world case studies of data misuse and consequences. B. Assigning tool installation tasks. C. Avoiding sensitive topics. D. Memorizing regulations without application. 4. In evaluating an OSINT training program, which type of assessment best measures real-world analytical ability? A. Multiple-choice quizzes on definitions. B. Performance-based exercises using live data sources. C. Attendance tracking. D. Reading comprehension tests. 5. When mentoring a new OSINT analyst, which strategy best supports skill mastery? A. Guided analysis with progressive autonomy and feedback. B. Allowing independent learning without supervision. C. Providing answers directly. D. Avoiding debriefs after assignments. 6. During OSINT certification, formative evaluation is used to A. Provide ongoing feedback to improve learner performance. B. Assign final exam scores. C. Measure attendance compliance. D. Rank learners competitively. 7. Which curriculum design principle ensures OSINT training remains current and relevant? A. Regular updates to reflect emerging technologies and threat landscapes. B. Using outdated materials for comparison. C. Avoiding tool demonstrations. D. Reducing case study content. 8. When developing adult OSINT learners' critical thinking, which method is most effective? A. Real-time simulations requiring analytical decisions. B. Memorizing historical intelligence cases. C. Watching passive tutorials. D. Writing essays on general security theory. 9. In OSINT, compliance with data privacy laws primarily ensures A. Ethical and legal acquisition of open source information. B. Faster collection of sensitive data. C. Competitive advantage in investigations. D. Reduced instructor workload. 10. Which communication technique most effectively supports collaborative OSINT analysis? A. Structured team debriefings and evidence-based discussions. B. Sharing personal opinions without documentation. C. Avoiding feedback in group work. D. Private note-taking only. 11. When evaluating learner progress in an OSINT course, performance metrics should focus on A. Accuracy, validity, and ethical sourcing of intelligence. B. Completion time only. C. Number of tools installed. D. Memorization of URLs. 12. A certified OSINT instructor includes live exercises involving geolocation data. This method primarily enhances A. Experiential and applied learning. B. Passive knowledge retention. C. Theoretical understanding only. D. Administrative compliance. 13. When developing assessments for OSINT training, validity ensures that A. Tests accurately measure analytical and ethical competencies. B. All questions are equally difficult. C. Learners can guess answers easily. D. Exams focus on tool names. 14. To support adult learning autonomy, OSINT instructors should A. Allow learners to select data sets and investigative paths. B. Provide identical assignments to all students. C. Limit exploration to one source type. D. Restrict learners from self-direction. 15. In the OSINT field, which factor is most critical for maintaining data integrity? A. Verification of source credibility and cross-referencing information. B. Quantity of collected data. Automation speed. D. Number of sources accessed. 16. A new OSINT mentor provides only positive feedback. What essential mentoring principle is missing? A. Constructive critique for continuous improvement. B. Encouragement only. C. Passive observation. D. Competitive ranking. 17. When assessing OSINT learning outcomes, summative evaluation is used to A. Measure cumulative performance after course completion. B. Provide ongoing guidance. C. Identify early weaknesses. D. Modify lessons in real time. 18. To ensure inclusivity in OSINT training, instructors should A. Offer materials in multiple accessible formats and languages. B. Limit tools to English-only interfaces. C. Use one standardized format for all learners. D. Avoid translation of content. 19. Which regulatory framework is most relevant for OSINT professionals dealing with EU citizen data? A. General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR. B. Freedom of Information Act. C. HIPAA. D. FOIA Amendments Act. 20. When designing an OSINT learning path, the instructor should align activities with A. Learner experience levels and professional contexts. B. Uniform assignments for efficiency. C. Instructor preference. D. Available computer hardware. 21. Which best describes ethical open source intelligence gathering? A. Collecting publicly available data while respecting privacy and legal boundaries. B. Using hidden surveillance methods. C. Accessing restricted or password-protected sites. D. Manipulating social media data illegally. 22. What instructional model best fits OSINT certification development? A. ADDIE, Analysis, Design, Development, Implementation, Evaluation. B. One-time training approach. C. Trial and error teaching. D. Memorization first instruction. 23. During peer collaboration in OSINT projects, what communication practice improves quality assurance? A. Documenting findings, assumptions, and data sources transparently. B. Sharing verbal summaries only. C. Avoiding written records. D. Discarding raw data after use. 24. When reviewing learner portfolios in OSINT certification, evaluators should prioritize A. Demonstrated analytical reasoning and source validation techniques. B. Formatting consistency. C. Tool version used. D. Number of screenshots. 25. A mentor designs progressive learning challenges for OSINT trainees. This method supports A. Scaffolding and gradual skill development. B. Randomized task assignment. C. Independent study without structure. D. Equal difficulty for all exercises. 26. What is the primary benefit of integrating feedback loops in OSINT learning programs? A. Continuous improvement and real-time performance correction. B. Delayed grading. C. Increased paperwork. D. Learner confusion. 27. During an OSINT compliance audit, what documentation is most critical? A. Collection logs detailing sources, dates, and verification methods. B. Personal communication notes. C. Instructor attendance. D. Marketing materials. 28. Which instructional adaptation supports cultural sensitivity in global OSINT training programs? Including examples from diverse geopolitical contexts. Using one region's case studies only. C. Avoiding cultural discussion. D. Limiting exercises to domestic data. 29. When assessing OSINT software use in training, which criterion is most important? A. Functionality that aligns with learning outcomes and ethical use standards. B. Visual appeal. C. Popularity among users. D. Free licensing only. 30. What is a key ethical boundary in OSINT collection? A. Not accessing information behind authentication or paywalls without consent. B. Collecting sensitive private data for efficiency. C. Ignoring local laws for speed. D. Sharing private records with peers. 31. Which mentoring technique best fosters reflective learning for OSINT analysts? A. Encouraging post-analysis reviews and self-assessment discussions. B. Assigning repetitive exercises. C. Focusing only on final outcomes. D. Providing directives without reflection. 32. What should an OSINT educator include to ensure measurable training effectiveness? A. Learning objectives with clear performance indicators. B. General discussions only. C. Open-ended activities with no evaluation. D. Informal lectures. 33. When designing compliance lessons in OSINT certification, instructors must emphasize A. Legal frameworks, data retention, and ethical responsibility. B. Tool shortcuts. C. Competitive test-taking strategies. D. Password cracking techniques. 34. A learner misinterprets OSINT data, leading to flawed conclusions. The instructor's most effective corrective strategy is A. Guided debrief, focusing on analytical reasoning and verification methods. B. Immediate grading penalty. C. Ignoring the issue. D. Repeating the same exercise. 35. The overall goal of mentoring within OSINT certification programs is to A. Develop independent, ethically responsible, and skilled intelligence practitioners. B. Ensure learners pass the exam only. C. Reduce instructor workload. D. Standardize identical methods for all analysts.